Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sailor Solitaire here, and this is your mid-month update. I am using a different deck. I usually use the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, but today I'm using the Dreaming Way Tarot. And as promised, I'm going to be pulling out a oracle card at the end of the reading to give you guys just a bit more guidance on the rest of the month. I know my intros are kind of long, so I'm just going to get right to the reading. Hi Sagittarians, welcome to your mid-month update for this month of April. I hope you all are doing well. I do feel like for most of you, social affairs have kind of been on the forefront. That's kind of dominated your reality. Hi Milkshake. But you know, something that you may want to watch out for the rest of the month is your health. Just make sure that you're not missing anything and that you pay attention to your body and what it's telling you. What, Milkshake? Don't scratch me, Milkshake. She always scratches you when she wants rubbies. Go to sleep, Milkshake. Get out of here. Okay. So, let's get to your reading. Good Milkshake. Just sit down, okay? Just relax. Look, you like Brownie. He's all relaxed. Sit. Good job. All right, Sagittarians. Okay, so the first card that we have for you is the Moon. Okay, interesting. So, I'm sorry guys. Okay, so the Moon is a major arcana card, and Milkshake, stop. So we have a major arcana card, and this card is all about, your emotional side, your hidden emotions that are kind of pushed aside, pushed down to the very bottom. So I do feel like for some of you, you're going to be, releasing a lot of emotions that you've kind of been putting away, putting to the side, and you've kind of been avoiding. And I do feel like, a lot of you are going to be kind of, spending some time figuring out your feelings. I feel like you've been kind of, again, busy with social affairs and, busy, surrounded by people, but now you're kind of taking some time alone to sort yourself out, sort out your feelings, and you're going to be kind of playing with this crap here. So basically you're going to be playing with... Oh, Shake, what are you doing? You're going to be playing, you're going to be playing with uncomfortable parts of yourself and a side of you that you don't really enjoy playing. Milkshake, stop! You're going to be kind of, addressing things that are not necessarily comfortable for you. And that's really going to kind of, that's going to be the focus of the rest of this month for you. You're going to be very, what is wrong with you, Milkshake? Oh my god. All day she doesn't want to talk to me, doesn't want to be here. Milkshake! Doesn't want to be here, doesn't want to be here, doesn't want to be here. Okay, so Milkshake is really acting bizarrely. Okay, so again, you're going to be more introspective and you're going to be, looking inward. Okay, and the next card we have is this Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you can see a kind of a similar theme here, where it's kind of you alone with your thoughts, you kind of looking at something, looking here at your emotions, at things that are uncomfortable to you, things that you kind of, they're not necessarily pleasurable, they're not necessarily enjoyable, which is, a change from, I feel like, how your life has been as of lately. And so, you're dealing with emotional things, dealing with just, things that you don't normally, just casually like to bring up. And here you're kind of reflecting on your finances, reflecting on your material possessions, reflecting on where you are in life. This Four of Pentacles is a very conservative card, so I do feel like, now you're sort of trying to, I guess, regroup. You're trying to see what you have. It's almost like you're stopping, it's like, you're walking and you've been kind of running around, lately this past month or a few months, maybe even for some of you for this past year. And now you're finally, you're finally taking a second to, take a break, kind of, sit on the bench for a bit, or just, just get off the path, get out of the fast lane and just kind of sit down and reflect, which is pretty good. And I do feel like, you're going to be focused internally. So the cards, recently haven't really been indicating a strong romantic or even love interest, or romantic influence in your life. It's either outward, like with tons of people, or, inward with just yourself and your thoughts and your contemplations about what's going on in your life. Where are you? How far have you come? How can you improve yourself? So I feel like for the rest of the month, you're going to be spending a lot of time by yourself. At least you're going to be alone in your thoughts, and you're going to be thinking a lot about where you are. So I feel like you're going to be trying to improve yourself. You're going to kind of be taking this opportunity to reflect back on, what's been going on, and kind of see, has this been working for me? How can I improve myself? I feel like a lot of you guys are definitely going to be introspecting, and you're going to be thinking about, am I doing the best I can? How can I improve? There's just a lot of self-talk and an honest reflection of how you are and how you're doing in life, which is pretty cool, pretty good. It's a good time to reflect and to, think about how you can improve. Milkshake, what are you doing? Okay, so the next card is this Nine of Swords. And so this Nine of Swords is basically when thinking kind of goes overboard. And so again, I do feel like a lot of you are going to be in your own head, in your own thoughts. And as you can see, this Nine of Swords is a card that indicates, sleepless nights, a card of just, not wanting to address your thoughts and not wanting to listen to, you know, the thoughts in your head and to the voices in your head. As creepy as that sounds, not like necessarily, you know, in a negative way, the voices in your head, but, you know, all the thoughts that you kind of dismiss and, you know, all the thoughts that are uncomfortable to you. I feel like for some of you, you're going to go deep into your mind and you're going to pull out a lot of stuff that you might not necessarily have wanted to bring out. So I think that, you know, this is a card of confusion, and, you know, you're going to finally be facing some things that you've been pushing aside, facing the truth about your finances, your situation. And again, I don't feel like there's a heavy romantic influence for the rest of this month for some reason. Although, I mean, for some of you who are in a committed relationship, that could still apply. I still feel like you're looking more internally, and these problems, or, you know, these thoughts and what's on your mind is not necessarily, you know, having to do with love. I feel like it's more about you, where you are, how can you improve. And I feel like a lot of you are going to kind of be taking this you know, too far, or you're going to be taking this too seriously, and you're going to be focusing on your negative. You're going to be like just zooming in and amplifying your negative traits, when really I feel like, you know, it's a good time to reflect, and it's a good time to be honest with yourself, but at the same time be honest with, you know, your strengths too, all the positive qualities about you. Don't underestimate your good qualities, you know. Just try to you know, have an equal understanding of yourself and an equal objective look at what you're doing. Alright, so now I'm going to pull a card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck, just to give you guys a bit more guidance on what's going on. Alright, and so we have Radha, Soul Flame. Okay. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. Look at that. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Rediscover your soul flame. Experience relationship harmony and healing. So that is the message for you from these Keepers of the Light. I just want to read a bit of the passage to give you guys a bit more guidance. Okay. So, Radha, Soul Flame. Loving union, connection, and relationship harmony are key at this time. It's important to remember that relationships won't make you whole. Only your own love can do that. You now have opportunities to find lost parts of yourself, maybe sensual aspects or the capacity to cherish yourself. The relationships around you will then begin to reflect the love you have for yourself. Increased romance, love, and opportunities to express divine harmony through love are all being apparent in your life. You deserve divine love, and Radha, with her Shakti presence, is here to awaken this loving connection within you now. Wow. So, really nice message. Again, I do feel like, you know, there's no real romantic influence at the moment, but we have here Radha, who is just, you know, blessing you with a connection with yourself, with the fire inside of you. You guys are fire signs, so reconnect with that. There's no fire in this reading aside from your extended message here. Radha, Soul Flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. So again, you don't have to suffer, you don't have to, you know, try to escape, you don't have to try to hide from your feelings. There is healing, experience this harmony, rediscover that part of yourself, and forgive yourself for what you've done and what you haven't done in the past. You know, accept where you are right now. Don't be afraid to, you know, continue taking chances. And, you know, you do have to reflect, you have to think about things, but be honest. And, you know, being honest doesn't mean being overly negative. It means having, you know, an objective and honest and, you know, balanced view of your life and of who you are as a person. Such a beautiful card. Rediscover a lost part of yourself, Sagittarians. I feel like you have been missing out on romance and on, the lovely, romantic, the, finer things, the more softer pleasures of life, the more intimate pleasures of life. So rediscover that. You will have a lot to gain. And I hope to see you guys in my next reading. So I hope that, for the next one, that it'll be riddled with love and affection. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Wanna be here, wanna be here, wanna be here.